Yep, we should be good. Let's try to fire it off and see what's going to happen. So crank it. I had to give it a little bit of throttle right there for it to fire off. There might be a little bit too much cranking fuel. Right now it seems to be letting a little bit low. Now notice here our lambda is super rich, 76, 75 lambda. Looking at the wideband, that's matching with the wideband, showing me it's like 10.2, 10.3, 10.4 on the wideband gauge. So the lambda and the wideband are matching, which is important. Now the EGO correction here, because we are at 33 Celsius, essentially it's above that threshold of 30 Celsius, it kicked on immediately. And looking at this, it's trimming out here already 15%. So if we have a value of 86, it's already trying to take away 15%, 14%, and it's, again, it's extremely rich. Now, we can actually take a look here at what our correction is doing. So let's look down here. We have our different various corrections. We have, there we go, after start enrichment is 100, so that's decayed away. Warm-up enrichment's only adding 8%, so we know that we have a very small percentage of fueling being added, yet we're extremely rich. Now, as I was mentioning, the VE values, we put a value here, 30. When we're doing an alpha end strategy, it's referencing baro pressure in terms of a pressure measurement to get our VE calculation or airflow estimation. That usually means the VE values have to be pretty small at idle conditions. So I'm going to go and just bump these down because I don't want and I normally don't do this, I want the engine to warm up. We want it to get to about 60 Celsius so we don't have any warm-up enrichment. But because we know it's only adding about 7% and we're extremely rich, our target here is 1.0 lambda, I don't want it to run this rich. Let me go ahead and start to bump my values down. I'm going to go from a value of 30 here to 20. Now immediately it makes a huge difference or reaction in my wideband reading, so it's 80 lambda. Now it's here taking out about 10-12%, but it's still rich. Let's go here and bring that down just a little bit more. Let's go and put it to something like 15. Now obviously we can see here that it's leaned out a little bit further. Our target is 1.0 lambda. It's at 89 lambda, 88 lambda. And we can see here that it's still taking out approximately 10% fuel from our fueling or airflow model. So between our fueling airflow model. I'm not going to go any lower than 15% VE. That's already pretty low at idle conditions. What I am going to do now is just start to alter. If we go here into our setup, I'm going to go ahead and automatically alter the injector cal table here and bring these values down just a little bit. So if we go here, let's highlight. I'm going to use my minus key, and that should have made a pretty large difference in our fueling. So taking a look here, let's go ahead and just update anything we've changed. Let's store that to the EMU. So by going and lowering those down, we should have seen that it leaned out here a little bit. Let's taking a look, our warm-up enrichment has completely decayed away, so we're just riding purely on our idle area right here. Now it's probably interpolating, that's why our lambda got a little bit richer here. It's interpolating between 13 and 1600. Let me go ahead and put up a value here of 15. And there we go, we can see that it leaned out. Thanks for checking out our teaser clip. If you want to see the rest of this video and more than 500 hours of current EFI training we have to offer, make sure you click right here. If you want to go and check out more teaser clips from this training course, click here, and you don't want to miss any of the videos we're going to be releasing on this channel, so make sure you subscribe and click here. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.